Yeah,
looks like that's what they're going to do.
So the Lulu going to be picked up. It does give them a lot more lane presence as well, as Nautilus is going to be opted in for. So Beryl not even interested in collecting the Rakan, because of course it's a lot more difficult to lock down the Zeri with a Rakan because she runs so fast. And so instead you just get a button that you can press and then she goes up into the sky.
Yeah, it's kind of fragile against Ahri Vi as well if you get caught out trying to clear vision.
Gets a ward down.
Okay, this is bad.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of an opportunity towards this bottom side. No vision available. Hook is going to hit max range there from Beryl as he flashes to get the snare onto the Zeri, but she is able to surf over any wall.
Kind of crushing T1. I'm going to have to hold my thought on this. Dundun is in danger.
He is in a lot of danger. As Perfect going to come on over. Does get the Q onto Pyosik though, as you can see. Voltbreaker comes in as Pyosik going to have to try and get out of here, but he's unable to, and that is going to be first blood going to Dundun. Not necessarily like one of those times where Zeri can massively outscale, because Zaya does do a lot of damage as well, very similar range. As Sylvie and Pyosik are both in here. Cease and desist comes down as Perfect's got the needlework, and that means that a lot of damage over to Nongshim, and they are not killing the Gwen. Yeah, between these two squads.
The problem...
Okay, it might be... This might make it not as neck and neck, as Perfect is chasing after Dundun, and there's now a big old wall that's in the way. He is dashing though. That all out onto BDD was fantastic. Absorbs the CC. The flash comes forward from BDD as now Dundun still running, but the threaded volley will track him down. And that
so these advantages are just really starting to give KT such an edge. There's another flip.
Yeah,
Beryl
is going to come on through. That is beautiful delivery from BDD. Nothing that Call Me could do about that.
You could have seen on the fringe there. It just goes down.
Yeah, and it's a Taliyah, so like you say, has to be a flash. All right, Beryl not going to quite find a hook here as cease and desist into the back line as immediately the Taliyah is taken down. Deft is somewhat free hitting, but he has to flash to get out of there because we are having a Zeri moment. A very happy Deft in that particular fight, and especially not a happy BDD is, okay, Call Me going to dive on top of Beryl here, who does manage to get the aftershock, but otherwise, yeah, still back coming through here as Weaver's Wall comes on down. Jiwoo to be able to move over to his turret. Not sure about the value of that wall. This is definitely Nongshim cruising towards a late game situation. Is now Deft. Yeah, Call Me is going to find him here as Deft is not going to get hit by the charm. Now Call Me is out of cooldown still. Deft is going to be in trouble. Does have to use the Nongshim. They're not doing anything wrong. Not yet, anyway. As Beryl, he's going to throw his anchor away, does have to use his ult onto Jiwoo with no one around. It's a decent seismic shove, but now Jiwoo's taking matters into his own hands. Deft, no Featherstorm, remember, and he does look for it, but he's not going to find it. Jiwoo down to about 100 as BDD gets to the relative safety of his turret, but does not find.
Deft out in that moment. As you can see on the map, like, Beryl is coming over here to try to clear these wards, and Pyosik is nearby. But Deft doesn't have ult, and this attempted hook here is just so bizarre. Because Deft is trying to clear a wave, and Pyosik is here, and BDD has Weaver's Wall, so maybe it's something between Beryl and BDD where communicating, all right, we're going to turn on this, but you don't have the numbers advantage. Deft without ultimate is not going to win out against this fed Zeri, and Beryl is too low to help out. Nothing he can do there.
Really nice flash from Jiwoo as well.
Zeri 높아요?
Yeah.
Zeri 필이야, Zeri 필이야.
Yeah, saying that he had no flash.
Unfortunately, Ducks really haven't been lining up for KT so far today. As now Call Me looking for that opportunity. Seismic shove on cooldown. Pyosik comes in to try and answer this though, as Call Me's out of essence, but he's not out of teammates.
Cooldown obviously with the Malignant, so he can just keep looking for these picks.
Yeah, Peter actually going to be spotted in this brush, but immediately Pyosik gets the heck out of there because Sylvie wrapping around from the enemy red buff, and KT, the map kind of shrinking on them is what I can feel. Nice dash from Jiwoo. Not going to get jump scared by Beryl here. This is the Weaver's Wall. Not going to do anything. I think that relied on that hook landing. Beryl and BDD trying to get this communication sorted out. We mentioned already that that ult plus seismic shove combo is really important. Beryl does find a hook there, but that seismic shove, that's not going to hit Beryl. That's not going to move him back as Featherstorm going to lift Deft up into the air, but then he has to fall.
One item, 1.5 items. So he just can't get it done here. And you're trying to lock down an Ahri, and I get it because the control ward's there, the timing on the auto, like that's clean from Beryl if you actually have follow-up. But you don't, and Jiwoo's there, he's going to press R.
All right, speaking of pressing R, Sylvie is going to press it onto this Gwen, who I think had managed to make her way out of the game. Yeah, Nongshim had their AD carry in the bottom lane. They will spot this out, but this is a fair bit of damage going into the Baron. Call Me now. Moving on over, teleport in from Dundun, and Perfect, he's already shown up, so it is going to be a 5v5. In goes Call Me, but he gets hooked! There's the seismic shove combo! Finally, the is going to be the Baron locked up, and now Jiwoo, is this going to be the Zeri moment as he flashes? I don't know about that one, and he's torn apart by the Viego. Now the all-out from Dundun, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Everything you can do, I can do better, Wolf, I guess is how this one goes, because Nongshim were in complete control, just like KT in game 1, and then a Baron, and then it's all gone. Maybe now the game's going to be over in 3 minutes and Nongshim win.
I don't know about that. I think this is a different scenario. BDD gonna get the shove here. He's totally fine. He actually wins these. Pyoshik's here. Dundun is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's running out of dashes this time around. He does see what's ahead of him, but I don't know about that because he's walking the wrong direction, ladies and gentlemen. Deft is now towards this top side. He's gonna be able to take down this inner turret. Teleport is going to come through from Call Me, so that is going to save that one as Dundun well and truly merry jaunt as there is the kill on Dundun. Beryl is going to shake his hand as well, and you saw that. Pyoshik actually just inherited Jiwoo.
1,200, 1,300, and the map controls back there.
6,000 gold Baron power play.
Yeah.
It is just...
It's a massive swing.
It's insane. And now Call Me, he's down extraordinarily low, has to use all of his charges in as Nongshim. That soul point has so much extra power as, of course, Beryl is just going to Hex Flash over. Nice Charm is going to connect, though, as the Gwen damage pretty high. Dundun struggling to get over this wall as BDD can't quite find the CC. Not going to be able to find the shove. Pyoshik chasing after him. Oh my god! Okay, perfect. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, if he gets to stack a Q on him, he will take half his health bar, so... It's really about spacing as KT are once again to start the Baron, but this time Nongshim are much closer, and Call Me does have teleport.
Yep, so does Perfect, so they can follow, but look, it's just gone. It is just wiped out. The Extendo Beam almost made it, but KT just kind of highway, we're at robbery, and in goes Sylvie. Cease and Assist comes down, but Deft just puts him away. The Viego's taken out, though. There's the ulti from Jiwoo. Has to flash out immediately. The all-out, the chain position, that was so weird. But there's the Featherstorm as Deft tries to get underneath the turret. Flashes out of the way, but Jiwoo is still up and still so dangerous. My god, BDD almost does it, but it is not enough, and it's a quadra for the Zeri. There's the moment you were talking about, Wolf.
It's just and he's just a raid boss in this one. As, yeah, KT, they burn this down. The Extendo Beam attempted steal is nice. And Sylvie, this is so great by Beryl to get the hook onto him to stop the engage. But the problem is now you're stuck here with no feasible way to lock Zeri down. You don't have the Nautilus ultimate anymore. And so Jiwoo is going to avoid the CC there from BDD, then skate back in, or rather blast cone back in. And what are you going to do here is KT, Deft just does not have anywhere close the damage to match. They're outnumbered. Great timing on the Zonias there from Call Me to survive to front to back and blow somebody up. You just need time if you're KT with this Gwen and the Talia Leandri's damage.
Well, there's a Weaver's Wall, and Pyoshik not going to be able to steal away the Drake as the Heartbreaker did bring him in there, thankfully. Oh, the Charm! It is going to go wide as now Deft has to use the Featherstorm, but then Cease and Assist is going to come through. The Zeri's going to lock him down, and now it is just all Nongshim. Protect the Jiwoo is the thing, and the GA was put to great use there, as we could see. BDD going to be wiped out. That's a triple kill.
There were some rocky moments, but ultimately this area is just too big to fail.
Yep, and this Gwen was not immune. The Nexus turrets will fall down, and Nongshim will bring us to a game 3, really bouncing back after